Today's Year 12 PE class is going to be a series of interactive videos and tutorials, and at the end of the class I will open up a Zoom meeting. This will be how the attendance is marked for the lesson, but also gives you an opportunity to touch base with me about all of the things that you've just been learning, provide some feedback, and also just going to ask you a few questions just to check for your understanding with the topic that we're going with. So, we've talked about ATP, the only thing that moves a muscle fiber and its importance inside the muscles. And we've also talked about the food fuels and the different types of foods and nutrients that we have in our body. And today what we're actually going to start talking about are the three energy systems within the human body. Now it's important to note, and I will show you some notes in a moment, that the three energy systems, ATP-PC system, anaerobic glycolysis system, and the aerobic glycolysis system, are the three ways in which ATP can be resynthesized. And the question is, which energy system is busy resynthesizing ATP or putting it back together after it's become ADP and P in the human body? And this is what makes the decision about which energy system is the most dominant at any given time. It depends on the duration, how long the exercise has been going for, the intensity, how hard is that exercise intensity, what is my heart rate working at, whether or not oxygen is present. I like to rename this to, is there enough oxygen present in the muscle or at the muscle site during this time? And finally, the depletion of chemical and food fuels. So do I have enough fuel present at the time? And those fuels come in different forms depending on which exercise or which energy system is needed at that time of exercise. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to create yourself a series of notes very similar to the ones that I've created here. So, resynthesizing ATP. When we want to resynthesize, we need to use one of the three energy systems. There's the ATP-PC system, the anaerobic glycolysis system, and you'll notice in your textbook it's also referred to as the lactic acid system. A few years ago, it was made very clear that on your end of year exam, that would not be an accepted response, so please get used to using the word anaerobic glycolysis system, and also the aerobic system or the aerobic glycolysis system. Then it comes down to, as I said before, which system is dominant for a 100-meter sprinter, for a 1500-meter runner, for somebody who is in a canoe going down some rapids. It depends on the duration, the intensity, if there is enough oxygen present at that site at that time, and is there enough fuel inside the body. What I would like you to do is create those notes. You can go into a little bit more detail than what I just showed on my board based on the information from page 119 in your textbook, and I'll be back with the next video once those notes are written.